Alrighty, I want to talk about harnessing the power of expertise and diagnosing or getting diagnosis done correctly in the first place. Today, in our personal life, we've had a leak in our apartment, in our apartment that we're currently renovating, for about 3 months, and it's been super, super frustrating. We finally had an expert come out today, was able to pinpoint the issue and be able to point us on track, which is absolutely amazing. But we've had multiple experts come out over the last 3 months, which is why I wanted to do this today and how this relates to business. Um, Finding the right expert is key. Hindsight's a beautiful thing, right? But finding this particular guy that came out today, if only we knew that 3 months previously, it'd be great to turn back around and be able to know what that roadmap looks like to get the problem solved and be able to continue our renovations to move on to the next stages. Now, unfortunately, that wasn't the case. We've gone through all this pain the last few months, but we were able to finally get the resolution today, which is amazing. And how does it relate to business? It's a complete pinpoint, exactly what happens in organizations on a daily basis is when you reach out. If you don't have the skill set internally, you reach out to your network or you reach out to a third party to get their expertise in that you don't want to hire directly in your business, or it actually works out to be a cheaper option is to get external parties involved. And our business, Crofty, wouldn't exist if that wasn't the case. We do this literally daily to organizations around the world, essentially. But what I want to pinpoint is around the expertise. So we know what we're amazing at and we know what we're not so good at. And so our skill set is AI automation. The end. That's it. That's what we're really, that's what we're known for. That's what we focus on. A really good example around this is we got pulled in, got a phone call to say, hey, can you set up this accounting software for us? And yeah, sure, we could do the base functionality of setting up an accounting software. But there's accountants, there's professionals that set up accounting systems day in, day out. That's their skill. It's what they do. Where we add value to that perspective is that automation piece after the fact. So after the system's set up, we get involved, and that's where we automate. That's where we pull data in, push data out, and automate the entire accounting process. Whether it's I say processing payroll or chasing money, or creating invoices for the first time. That process that you normally have people sitting there physically doing it, that's where we come in. Physically setting up the accounting software, sure, we probably could do it because honestly, most systems are the same across the globe. We've set up over 1,000 now. But we're going to be learning it for the first time, and it's not worth our time and effort doing that when you can pay an external consultant who sets up accounting systems for the first time, every day. They're going to be better fit for that scenario. So finding the right expertise is absolutely crucial in your organization. The other point I wanted to talk about is the diagnosis side of things. Like getting this expert in today to finally diagnose what the issue is like a massive relief. And it's like, oh, finally someone can tell us what the problem is. When we dive into our projects, diagnosis is the first thing that we always do, right? And that could take 3 weeks, it could take 8 weeks, it could take 12 weeks, depending on the type of project. But that diagnosis gives us a really good understanding on what the outcome is going to be long term. A lot of people come to us and say, hey, can you implement AI into my business? Absolutely we can. Where would you like to start? Just like the whole business. Okay, so we want to do a 12 or 18-month project and it'll cost you a couple $100,000, but then your whole business is fully automated. Oh, no, I just want to automate sales. Okay, so we're talking about sales now. Okay, we just want to automate the quoting process. Okay, so we're talking about the quoting process of sales. Like this diagnosis process that you go through, you really got to understand what are you actually tackling, because I think people love the idea of AI. They don't understand the time and effort it takes to actually build and deploy AI into your business. But you got to diagnose where in our world the ROI or the big bang for buck is, right? And so I always start with what's your biggest frustration in the business? What are you spending the most time on? And if you could wake up tomorrow and not have to do that task ever again, what would it be? And that usually starts a conversation to go, well, what can we focus on first, rather than just doing a blanket approach to we can solve everything in your company? Because sure, absolutely we could. That's what AI has been built for, to replace essentially every task that's data driven. But it might not be the best bang for buck for your business at this point in time. So focus on one of those key things, get some balls, rolling in your business, and then keep moving on to better and great things. So diagnosis is absolute key, and then harnessing the right expertise will essentially set you up for success. Right. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.